Well, it's a beautiful day. To me, every day is a beautiful day. No matter what. No matter what. I'm going to talk a little bit about disconnect to reconnect. And what does that mean? Well, first of all, I want to say that we all have the mind of God. Ooh. We all have the mind of God. Isn't that special? That means that we are very powerful people. So we're going to use that mind of God, that specialness that we have in us, to disconnect, to reconnect. A good life is all up to you. You must uncover that power to use it. Claudia talked about it very clearly. We are powerful beings. I'm going to say something that's going to be very controversial. We walk on water. We walk on water. You must uncover that power to use it, though. We have to focus. We have to focus. Prayer treatments, as our wonderful practitioner will attest, is all about focusing. When you focus on something, it is going to happen. It's going to happen. I promise you that. That's not me promising you that. That's the universe promising you that. So how do we disconnect to reconnect? Well, sometimes some of us need to go inside. We need to settle our insides, because our insides might be in turmoil. Unfortunately, we live on a planet where there's a lot of turmoil. A lot of turmoil. And it's very difficult not to pay attention to some of that. I don't watch the news. I don't. I stopped watching the news in 1994. Do I know what's going on? Oh yeah, I know what's going on. I am very aware of what's going on. I just don't pay attention to all those people. It makes me feel upset. I have a turmoil inside of me, and I don't want to walk around with that. When I see somebody in a store and they're smiling at me, I want to smile back. I want to tell somebody that they feel good. I want to tell somebody something nice. I love that Otter wears that hat. I think it looks awesome. And I tell her about it all the time. And she just says, oh, no. So how do I disconnect so that I can reconnect? There's many ways. One of the things that I really like about vacations is that it's an opportunity to disconnect. Our wonderful Steve Knold, he knows that. He's got it in his heart. He provides that for thousands and thousands and thousands of people. So, I suggest that if you go on vacation, go with somebody that you don't know and have an opportunity to disconnect so that you can relax. Because if you go with somebody that you know, chances are you're probably going to talk about stuff that you guys both know. And when you go by yourself, you're going to meet new people. You're going to laugh. You're going to have fun. You're going to enjoy yourself. You're going to see new things. It can be very, very, very special and very, very good way to have an opportunity to disconnect from this crazy world that we live in. I've traveled a lot, and I love to travel. I have a friend, her name is Faye. She's 85. She still travels. She's been traveling since she was 20 years old. Now she goes sometime in a wheelchair. She doesn't care. She's going. And she has a great time, and she invites me to go all the time, and I can't go as much as she does, but she travels a lot, and she has a lot of fun, and she disconnects. She has a huge family, and so there's always something going on in your family. You know that. If you have a huge family, there's always something going on. So you have to disconnect in order for you to reconnect, because when you come back from that vacation, you feel good. Hopefully. Maybe you've had some good food. Maybe you saw something that you never saw before. Maybe you got invited to somebody's house because you were in a place where they had a house. All kinds of wonderful things can happen to you. This is very, very easy to do. Take a walk. Take a walk. Just take a walk. Go to the beautiful park that we have here. We are so blessed to have this wonderful Joshua Tree Park that is open for us all the time. Sometimes it gets closed because the wind's blowing or something, you know. But most of the time it's open. Take a walk, go up there. You know, I have a friend, when she walks, she goes 35, 35, 35, 35. Because in her mind, she wants to be 35 for the rest of her life. Okay? Nothing wrong with that, right? I think it's awesome. Take a walk. Just do it. Just do it. Another way to disconnect is, you know, and this is really, really simple. Just laugh. Laugh at something. I have a cat. Her name's Kiwi. This cat is into everything. She's always doing something. And I just sit there and I watch her and I laugh, and it makes me feel good, and it helps me disconnect from any issues that I might have at that moment, you know? It makes me feel good to watch this little animal who's so adorable and so cute. You know what? Denise has 26 animals that she gets to watch, right? Isn't that wonderful? It's wonderful. Give yourself an opportunity to line up with your thoughts. When you disconnect, you give yourself an opportunity to take that information that's running around in your head. You guys know what I mean, because sometimes it's running all over the place in there, and bring it into an alignment so that you can focus, so that you can allow something to happen for yourself in your life. I know that sounds really simple, but you know what? It works. It really does. It really does work. Some people, in order to disconnect, might fast. Fasting is a wonderful way to disconnect. And it doesn't have to be something like, you know, not fasting for 40 days like Jesus did. It could be fasting for one day. It could be fasting for 1 hour. But fasting really works. It allows you to center yourself, disconnect, feel good about yourself, and just relax for a few minutes. Another thing that works is drinking a lot of water. We have some of the best water in the world. What is that water called?
Hadu water.
Hadu water.
Love water.
Love water. It's right there in our fellowship hall. Drink water. Water is wonderful. It cleanses, it heals, it flushes out the system. I'll tell you a little secret about me. I hate water. I do. I have never liked water. I can remember as a kid, my mother trying to get me to drink water and just, you know how children, when they don't want something, they make a face? Well, I used to make faces. My mother would say, you've got to drink water. So you know what you do? You put some flavoring in it. Put a little lemon in there. It tastes better. I'm telling you my secrets. After you've given yourself time to disconnect, I gave you 3 ways. Now you can do other ways as well. Some people sleep. I don't think that's a bad way to disconnect at all. I am not a good sleeper, so I have to use other methods. But some people sleep. My boyfriend can sleep standing up, sitting down, laying, anywhere. Last night we went to this situation with some friends, and it was a little party, and he was sleeping on the chair. The music was blasting, and he was sound asleep on the chair. So it's just part of his nature, Some people are like that. They can sleep anywhere. So whatever you can use to disconnect long enough to heal yourself a little bit so that you can reconnect and be a part of what you need to be a part of in order for you to function in our world. After you've disconnected and after you have settled yourself, then pick one day when you're feeling ready to reconnect. Now sometimes if you're working, it's not very easy to do, because a lot of times when you're working, you have to do what your boss wants you to do. You have to do what your coworkers want you to do. But if you're not working and you're able to do this, pick one day and reconnect. Make a phone call to somebody that you love and care about and have a little conversation with them. Because now you've centered yourself. You feel like your body is yours again, that your mind is yours again, that your feelings are yours again, and now you can reconnect with someone. And pick someone that's kind and loving. Go slowly back into your life. We are such a go-getter, do-it kind of country. We just have that way about us. We're just busy and we're doing stuff, we gotta fix stuff, and we gotta make stuff, and we gotta buy stuff, and we gotta shop, and then we gotta get the car fixed, and then we gotta get the car washed. And it's just one thing after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other. Okay, don't do that. It's very hard not to, because that's the kind of world we live in. But please, when you reconnect slowly. Do it with gentleness. Care about yourself as you're reconnecting. Care about yourself. Just do it slowly. Slowly. When I was little, and I'm talking like 4 or 5 years old, I was a chatty Cathy. I never stopped talking. Wow. The nuns did not like me at all because I was the disruptive kid in the class. Everybody else would be sitting there very, with their arms down and paying attention and watching what the nun was doing. And I was over in the corner, yak, 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 talking. I had to learn how to calm myself. I don't recommend that I learn the way that the nuns were teaching me, but I recommend that you use some of the ways that I've suggested here today. Some of the things that I have learned over the years that help me to settle my mind and to reconnect and to help others reconnect is meditation. We all know about meditation here. If you haven't heard about meditation, please come and talk to me. I will be more than happy to talk with you about meditation. We have wonderful people that do meditation here. Anne, Kamakia, Robin, Marcus. So if you don't know, we have people who will help you with that. And they want to help you. Amara is wonderful when it comes to meditation. So, and if you're a good meditator and I don't know, and I didn't say your name, please forgive me, because I don't know everything about everybody, but I know a lot. Prayer treatments work very well to keep you centered and help you to have good things happen in your life. I'm very, very for prayer treatments. When I first started reading Science of Mind and I read about prayer treatments, I said, holy cannoli, OMG, why haven't I known about this? I was so excited and so happy. And I use them all the time. If anybody knows me around here, they know that if you got an issue, I'm going to do a prayer treatment for you. Because I don't want you to have to suffer in the tiniest way. It is not okay. We were not put here on this planet to suffer. I don't care what the government says. That is not true. We were put here to have a good, happy, kind, loving, joyful, fun life.
Yes, right.
Can I get an amen on that? Thank you. Yes, we were put here to enjoy ourselves and to feel good and to be okay. We don't have to be perfect, just okay. And if you want to be perfect, I'll help you with that. I don't know. I'm not perfect, but I'll try. I'll try. Progress, not perfect, right. Please use these few simple things to have in your life. I know that sometimes they sound so simple that it feels like, how could that possibly work for me? How could that possibly, trust me with all my heart and soul. I beg of you, use some of these things. Even if you use just a little teensy weensy one, please use them because they do work and they will make you feel better and your life will get better and you will see changes and you will be okay. You will. You really, really will. Do you think that I thought that prayer treatments were going to work for me when I first heard about them in 1992? Oh, no. I said, that's for other people. That's for you. That's not for me. That's not going to work for me. That is not what Ernest Holmes said. That is not what the masters say. That is not what the people on the other side say. You deserve to have the best life that you could possibly have. And one of the ways to do that is to disconnect just enough so that you can settle your mind and you can reconnect. God bless you all. I'm hoping that you will go out there and shine. I hope that you will shine in here. If I see you out there, anywhere, I'm going to say hi. I'm gonna say hello, I'm gonna speak to you, because I want you guys to feel good about yourselves and be powerful. Be powerful. Thank you for listening.